BigRobsVan is cruising down the old dirt road with the engine roaring loud. It's where the stories grow. Tales of midnight races and the places we would go. BigRobsVan, yeah, rolling like it should.
Hey guys, what's going on? I am going on a cross-country trip in less than a month in BigRobsVan, and so I was wanting to take the van out tonight and just find a place to camp somewhere, not too far from the house, maybe 10, 15 miles away or something, and just test everything out. Make sure the fridge is working, make sure the batteries are working, make sure the solar's working, make sure, just give everything a good run through, right? And so anyway, I was driving down the turnpike and I saw the most glorious sight. I saw a parking lot with probably 300 white vans in it, and not only is the dealership, I don't know what this is, it's something that like rents vans for something. They're white cargo vans, and there's big ones, little ones, but the public street in front of this place has lined up probably 30 or 40 white vans end to end. So I'll tell you what my plan was, it kind of is. My plan was to pull up at the end of this line of vans, hunker down, and stealth camp here. Here's the problem. The minute I pulled in here, I passed a car that was going the other way. I didn't see any markings that said security on it. It was a plain white car. Its headlights were on. I turned my headlights off. So I definitely look suspicious to anybody who's security. And this road comes down and ends in a cul-de-sac here. So I'm sitting in the cul-de-sac and I could barely see the vans from here. But my idea was to sit back a little ways and see if they had any security or anything. So I'm gonna do that for a few minutes and see if I can see anything. And then I'm waiting for it to get just a little bit darker. It's darker than it looks. It's darker than that, than it's showing on the iPhone. But if it gets a little darker, I'm gonna pull up there. But I don't wanna like totally put up my blackout curtains and everything like that. I kind of want to sit for a little bit and watch and see if I can see anybody, because if anybody comes, I'm just going to hit the road. Although, it's a public street. I don't know. It's a public street that they've parked a zillion vans on. Definitely whatever I'm doing looks sus, but I don't know. It's such a perfect spot. And I can test everything out tonight. I'm going to try this. I don't see any activity. The only lights I see are like reflections from the street light. I don't know. I feel like I'm good to go. What's the worst that could happen? That's the company way over there. It's possible that whoever, like that security guy, when they saw me, they thought I was just one of their vans, That's kind of what I'm hoping. All right, so I've been up here for like half an hour and I haven't seen any real move now. Like if you see that car, that's on a street that goes past this area. That's what's a little deceiving about this, is that we're kind of surrounded by traffic. Like there is, I believe that's the interstate. There's a road that's just right over there. And then of course right here is the turnpike. You can see. But I think it'll be pretty quiet. I don't think that stuff will, I don't think you'll hear those things. Now, I will tell you the funny thing is that earlier today I filmed a video about camera equipment, audio equipment, and I said, don't shoot iPhone video without a microphone. I'm literally shooting, all this intro has been iPhone video without a microphone. So once I get it in the back, we'll get a microphone hooked up. I got a newish microphone. I've tried it at the house. I haven't tried it in the van, so we may give that a whirl. I'm convinced that nobody is coming. I mean, it is just dead city over there. So, wrong hand. So, yeah, I think I'm good to pull the curtains in and get into stealth mode. I mean, I'm stealth mode. I'm at the end of a long list of white vans on a cul-de-sac with no light. So we're pretty stealthy. We're stealthy as far as stealth goes. All right, friends, we are hunkered down. We've got the black curtains, which, by the way, I've heard some people have left comments that said, oh man, you can always tell curtains from the outside. Later on, when maybe closer to, I don't know, midnight or something like that. What time is it? It's 10 p.m., almost 10 p.m. exactly. It's 9:59. If maybe around midnight or something, if I'm still up, I will go outside and show you how good these curtains look. I'll turn on all the lights and stuff. But those curtains, number one, they block all the light. I mean, there's a little gap at the top, but the thing is, you have to be at the right angle. You have to be like, put your head on the hood and look up. If you're walking by, driving by, whatever, you don't see over that. Maybe I'm going to fix that one of these days, but it's low priority. But number one, the curtains block all the light going out, so I'm not worried about that. But number two, when you look in, especially, at night or when it's dark, even when it's day, really, if you're just walking by and looking, you don't see the curtains. It just looks like a black, empty van. So a lot of people go, oh, curtains are a dead giveaway and stuff, and I agree. If you have curtains in your windows, like brightly colored curtains, or you have curtains up front, or you open the door and you've got curtains. I mean, it looks like somebody lives there, and that's okay. If you want people to know that somebody lives there, that's okay. But if you're doing what I'm doing and stealth camping, and you don't want to give anything away, then blackout curtains are the way to go. So a few other orders of business. Number one, it is 88 degrees in this van. It's also 88 degrees outside, Fahrenheit, obviously. I'm about to drive to West Virginia, where I'm going to spend a week in this van. Actually, it'll be more than a week. It'll be I think about altogether should be like 7 days. So, I mean, I guess you could say that's a week. I guess a lot of people say 7 days is a week, but it's going to be hot. It's going to be July, and it's going to be in West Virginia. So it's going to be hot and it's going to be muggy. We are just getting into the beginning of June right now. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. I do have some friends in the area in West Virginia, and I may end up visiting them during the day because I'm pretty sure they have air conditioning. I might end up doing some things like I've seen other van lifers do. Like I might go to the library, I might go to a coffee shop to hang out. But I'm going to have to do something because I can't. I mean, it's going to be 100 degrees in the van during the day. I can't sit in that. Another thing that I plan to do before I leave, and again, I've got, time is ticking. I think I've got about 3 weeks or less than 3 weeks before I go. I'm going to insulate this roof. Now, a lot of people have okay, so somebody's doing a drag race out here on the street in front of the building, and so I heard noise, and then I heard something else, and then I heard cars, and I thought maybe somebody's coming down the road, but it doesn't seem to be. By the way, the blackout curtain, even though it will hide all the light in here, if somebody comes towards me with headlights on, I think I will see it through the curtain. In fact, I thought about tonight when I sleep, if I turn off all the lights, I may remove one of these or shift it over or something, because this way is the cul-de-sac. You saw the cul-de-sac. So out behind me, I mean, it's a ways away, but there's nothing behind me but cul-de-sac, right? So if I see a car behind me, I'm in trouble. I have been spotted. So nobody would come down this road to do a turnaround. There's no reason for anybody to be on this road other than see what I'm up to. So if I see another vehicle here, I'm in trouble. All right, it is 10:31, and it is, I don't know which one's inside and which one's outside. Can you read that? I can't read that. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Because they're both just being hot. Now here is a random fact. A lot of people in some of the other videos asked, did I know that my eyes were different colors? That would be an odd thing to just find out about yourself when you're 50 years old. So my eyes are different colors, as you can see there. I'm looking all over like a crazy person. I'm like, my eyes are different colors. I have a brown eye and a green eye. So not only do I have a green eye, but you'll notice that I don't sweat on this half of my face, or this half of my head. I don't sweat. There's no sweat at all. My hair is completely dry. I do sweat on this side, and as you can see, I am dripping sweat because it's 85 degrees in here. I've been watching for headlights. I've been watching for motion. I've peeked out the back window a couple of times. I just haven't seen anything, so I think it's going to be a quiet night. Cross your fingers. Okay, I just turned off the lights and just heard something weird outside, like a beep, like a electronic beep from a vehicle or something. I'm gonna try to get up towards the curtains and take a peek and see if I can see anything. All right, pulling the curtains back for now. I don't see anything. Might be something over at the business, but whatever it is, it's not over here by me. So this is one of the things I wanted to try out. I got this, I don't remember if, maybe somebody sent me this to test or someone gave this to me. I don't really remember what the story is, but this is a bug zapper, specifically a mosquito zapper. And so what it does is I believe there's a fan on this end down here, and you know, now that I think about it, I don't know which way it's supposed to go. I don't know if it's supposed to go that way or this way. I don't know if it blows air out or if it sucks air in. I guess we need to figure that out. I think it goes like I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. But the idea is that let's oh, it's USB rechargeable. Let's see. Oh, it's blowing air out. So there's a button. Oh, and then that turns the whole mosquito thing off. It just makes it a lantern. So you do that. So you do it like this, and it's a bug zapper, and it blows air through there. So it's supposed to like pull the mosquitoes in or something like that. And I don't know how well this is charged, and I have a spare charging port, or yeah, charging cable. Okay, I just figured out it goes this way because this part comes off, so if it got a mosquito, they land down here, and then you would take that part off and empty it out. So it doesn't make sense that it would be like that. So it must go like this. So we're gonna set this over in a corner and let this run and see how long this thing runs. I don't know if it runs hours, days. I don't know. We'll see if it runs 8 hours. I don't know what time I'm going to get out of here in the morning. That's the thing, is that I don't know what this fleet of vans are here for. Like they might, you know, mount up at 6 a.m. like they're all being delivered somewhere. I don't know. So it may be an early morning thing. I can't imagine people would be here at 6, but they could be here by 7. Definitely here by 8. So I think I'm going to set an alarm for 6 a.m. You know, there's I'll tell you, there's something funny that in a lot of van life videos, early van life videos I watched, I saw people talking about going from drive mode to van mode or camp mode and all this stuff, and I thought, I'm never going to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to, wherever I'm at, go to sleep, and then just hop in the front, put the keys in and drive. But it's really, really difficult to do. I could tell you, like, for example, my TV, I fold the TV down onto the face. I have it kind of held into place with a bungee cord, but it falls over. It falls over when I drive, and it has fallen over. So that's how I know it falls over. So I lay it over, you know. And of course, all these things that you end up putting on the counter, you know, lights that you're charging, and drinks, and phones, and puck lights, and all these different things. Like you can't take off and drive in a Mosquito Zapper, right? Most things like that you can't drive. You know, you got to put everything back away where it goes. So, you know, after you wake up in the morning and it's like first thing and you're all super groggy, and the first thing you got to do is like pack up just like you're in a hotel room. Now there are a few things that are travel safe, and they're okay, but most of all, whenever it's time to hit the road, you got to pack things up. All right, so one of the things that I want to test on this trip is my TV. And if you remember, I got that digital TV antenna thing. I modified it. Don't think I ever showed this in a video, but I modified it by adding a couple of wood strips to the bottom of it and then super gluing earth magnets to the bottom of it. So I can, at any given time, I might do it tonight, I can open up the back door and slip the antenna onto the outside of the van, and I can usually get lots of channels. I forgot that the remote also changes the color of the puck lights. So let's So if you saw in the video, I'm parked right next to a field, and I'm positive I just heard a coyote right there in the field. So I was gonna go outside. I still want to go outside in a little bit. I wanted to go outside and shoot a picture of what the van looked like at night, but that might change things. Huh. All right, let's watch TV. God, these lights. I'm immediately looking for the mute button.
4 sharp blades give you a close shave. It seamlessly glides over curves. Enjoy soft, smooth skin in one step.
So it is 11 o'clock now, and we're going to do an experiment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on a few of my puck lights. I'm going to get them as bright as they go. I'm going to put them in random spots around the van, and then we're going to go outside. We're going to do a little light check, and also because I've never really done this, is I want to do a noise check. So that's why you can hear the TV in the background. Maybe I've got it on a scale, like I think the volume goes to 10 or to 100, and it's on 10 right now. So if I were listening in here, if it was just me and it was 9, I'd probably have it on 5, maybe. So 10 is a little loud, but I want to see what I can hear from outside the van. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little peeky through the curtains. We're going to make sure we don't see anything, and then of course we're going to gosh, now the thing is, if I open a sliding door, then the side curtain is it sticks to the door with magnets, and then you won't get a true I think so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to slide up through the curtains into the front seat, and then slide in and out that way. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but that's a good test. So let's do that. Okay, let's go up here. I don't see anybody. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little sneaky. Now, I just put a trash can up here on the floor, and those binoculars are down here. Oh, this is terrible footage. We are in the passenger seat. we've got 3 bright lights on in the back, and and possibly a coyote next to us. That's all great news. All great news. Now again, you can see if you tilt, if you look at the very top of the curtains, you see that light up there, but I'm going to show you from outside the van. That's not very noticeable. So now I need to make sure that I have my keys, because I don't want to get locked out of the van. Let's take a trip and see how things look. I'm super paranoid of doing this. It's probably a bad idea. Okay. So here we are. This is the greatest cam ever. This is the greatest idea ever. I should actually pull up even closer. Look how close they are. See that? I should probably pull up a little closer. There's my van. I don't look that different. Oh yeah, it looks super different than all those vans. Mine don't even have windows. And then as you can see, there's nothing behind us. But let's take a look at the light test here. So let's say there's a car driving by and looking in. I don't see any light. Just drive by. I have side things to put on these. I could do that. All right, let's walk around and check the back. Now I'm watching for headlights and stuff. This, by the way, this is where I heard the coyote. Now, if anybody's really paying attention, they're going to see my Max Air fan up there. Again, I've got 3 bright puck lights turned on, and that is black. Ooh. There's a little sliver of light right here. I need to scoot that one over a little bit. I'm glad I did that, actually. But yeah, let's do that. Now let's go back inside the van before something gets me. Another thing that's convenient is I got about a quarter mile of road that works as a pretty convenient urinal. All right, let's go back in. Just forgot I was going to do a sound test. Okay, with the ear on the van, I can totally hear TV. You'd have to be 2 inches away. Oh. Is that down the service road, or is it the... I think that's just the road that goes in front of where I am. Either way, I'm getting in right now. Also, I decided against... Oof. There's so little room to maneuver up here. I decided against pulling up further because... Although I am going to do this. Sorry, Eddie. Why'd you do it? Will that go in a cup holder? Yes. If I wake up and there's something happening, I could get out right now. I could turn the wheels that I could get out. And if I pull up further and then a van comes and parks behind me or something, or security or something, I can't get out. So I don't want to block myself in. So yeah, I'm going to leave that the way it is. Let's get through here. Look how much light's back here. You couldn't see any of that from outside. Okay, I got the curtain closed. I adjusted, I scooted that over a fraction of an inch. That's interesting. I've never actually seen any light leakage out of that, but it was interesting to catch it because, you know, we're always learning. Every trip we're learning. And so, man, it's like almost 11:20 now. I am going to set my alarm for 6 a.m., so I should probably start winding down. I'm not super tired, but let's see. The microwave is working. I checked that. Unfortunately, I had dinner before I came out to camp tonight, or I would have cooked something. I've got the old battery, the fakery battery. I've got the big all powers battery. before I go over the next couple of weeks, so I told you one of my projects is to finish insulating the roof, but the other thing that I plan to do is add a second solar panel up top. So I have one Renogy, is it Renogy? No, I think it's All Powers. I think it's, I have to look, but maybe I think it's All Powers. It's a flat All Powers 200 watt. And I've talked about this before. The most I've ever got out of it's about 130, but that's okay. But I'm going to double that. I bought another one. I was worried before there was all this talk of tariffs, and so I didn't know if I wanted one or not, but I thought I'm going to buy one now before prices go up. So I bought a second one. I'm going to wire it. I haven't decided if I'm going to do series or parallel. There's a lot of discussion about that on the internet, so I'll be doing a whole video about that. But I'm going to get a second solar panel up there before I go, because when I'm at home, I have the luxury of using that shore power and charging things in and recharging all my batteries. But when I'm on the road for all those days, I'm not going to have that luxury. I'm going to have to rely on charging while I'm driving and through solar. So that's what I'm going to get ready to do. So. Yeah, I think I'm gonna break the old CPAP out. Maybe I'll watch some television and wind down a little bit. And it's gonna be an early morning, so we'll start the countdown process. Okay, if it wasn't bad enough in here before noise-wise, I've added another fan to try to get some airflow, because I'm just dying. It's still in the mid 80s in here, and it's 11:30 at night. But I'm adding this more for me as a reminder than for you. But before I leave on this road trip, I've got to get rid of some pillows. I don't know if you can see this. I have way too many pillows. That's not all the pillows. There's a bunch of pillows over here, plus this sleeping bag and stuff. I'm not going to need a sleeping bag when it's going to be in the 80s and 90s. I'm not going to need a heated blanket. So that's something that I hadn't thought about before. I've given a lot of thought to, like, only putting the essentials. God, every time I hear a loud car, I'm like, that's it. I haven't given, I only put the essentials in here. Like, I haven't been putting extra stuff in the van. Like, I've done a good job of that. But what I haven't done is I haven't done a good job of switching from winter and spring to summer. It's summer now, so I don't need the sleeping bag. I don't need the heated blanket. And I got to get rid of some of these pillows, because this bed is 6 foot long. I'm basically 6 foot tall. The doctor says I'm shrinking a little bit, but let's just say I'm 6 foot tall. But yeah, I got so many pillows on both ends that I can't stretch out. I'm gonna have to put some pillows on the floor or something. So that's a reminder for myself. So I got the old CPAP hooked up. I got everything ready to go. So I'm out for the night. I probably won't get real deep sleep, because I'm gonna be listening for cars coming, and I've got the alarm set for 6 a.m. But overall, I think everything's going okay, and all the systems are checked out. Like I said, I'm making a list, this and the solar panel and the blankets and updating. So things that I might not have thought about if I hadn't done a camp before I went on the road trip. So this was a good idea. This is all a good idea. Good morning. I set an alarm for 6 a.m., but it is about 5:50. It's 5:53. I slept like crap. I don't know what it was. I think it was hearing the sounds from the interstate. I'm putting on my shoes while I'm talking here. I didn't sleep good. I sound like I'm disappointed. I'm not really. I'm just tired. But I'm guessing that it's just the noise from the interstate and stuff. I kept hearing something that sounded like a low rumble, like a car. I think it was just like the wind. blowing, you know. The van would rock every now and then. I mean, there's not anything between like me and the interstate. I mean, it's just, I'm kind of surrounded by field and open stuff, so you know, I like the feeling of the van rocking a little bit, you know, like from the wind and stuff, and hearing stuff like that. So I like that, but I think my brain just kept thinking that it was the sound of the wind coming over the opening of where the fan is, was interpreting that as like being a car engine or something like that. I was so paranoid. And it's a public street. I mean, you're allowed to park on a public street, you know. I've got to, one of the things with the CPAP is, if you're not familiar with it, they use a humidifier. As I'm opening this up, and the humidifier has water so that you don't get dry, it doesn't blow dry air in your nose all night. So the very first thing, if I can do it before, I think it's still dark outside, relatively dark outside, is hop outside real quick and dump that water out real quick, kind of arrange some stuff. It's easier to do it with the door open, hop out, and we'll do that real quick, and then no sense in belaboring the fact, we'll get out of here and get on our way. Go get some coffee, coffee, coffee for me. I don't make up good songs at 6 in the morning, sorry. Alright. There's where we are. Probably huge wind noise. Man, the sun's just coming up. Of course, it's windy as heck. All we gotta do is really get the curtains down, put up a few things. We'll be ready to go. Not much to it other than to do it. I gotta quit making up songs at 6 in the morning. I've learned a couple of things in my time doing this. Not many, but a couple of things. And one of the things I've learned is that there's a method to the madness when it comes to packing things up. Like you put the CPAP up, you put the other stuff up, you know, you pour out your water or whatever like that. You turn off the lights, but the last thing is you turn off the fan. Because once you turn off the fan, it starts getting hot. So you turn off the lights, turn off the fan, last thing, and then be ready to go. So I'm just going to pack up a tripod into my camera bag here, and probably leave the mic for the drive home, and then for the drive to McDonald's, and then I think that's it. Whoop. Golly, look at all that humidity. I knew it was gonna be, it was hot. It was hot last night. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. Okay, I didn't write that one. Someone else wrote that one. Alright, we're up in the driver's seat. We got the curtains back. We got everything back in place. We're about ready to pull out. There's one thing I wanted to show you, though. It's a new addition to BigRobsVan, and it's a small addition. It's a small change, but so far I'm liking it. And it is this trash can. So, watch this. So it's one of those trash cans with a little pop-up lid. I attached it to the front doghouse with a bungee cord so it won't go flying around. I had a soft trash bag that hung on the back of this thing, and it was just a pain in the butt. It didn't hold very much trash. If you put it on the ground, It wouldn't stand up. It got in the way of closing the curtains and stuff. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. So I added this thing. I mean, it's not the world's largest trash can, but it's going to hold that. And so, you know, one of the things is that like a plastic grocery sack or whatever, I can use that as a bag for this. I mean, just like those bags that they give you at the grocery store and stuff like that. So that's nice. And yeah, I kind of like it. You know, van life. Van life. But it's always an evolution. It's always trying different things, seeing what works, what doesn't work, upgrading things, changing things, whatever. So this is a change, and we'll see if I like it. The one thing about the other trash can that I did like was that it was accessible from the back, although I don't generate a whole lot of trash. And I mean, it's not like, you know, ooh, it's a long walk. You can always, and you can unhook it, and I can move it back there if I'm, you know, stopped overnight or something. Anyway, that's enough about trash cans. Let's get out of here and go get some coffee. I have no idea what these are. You know, none of these have license plates now that I look at it. These are all brand new vans. Brand new vans they're getting ready for. Gate's still closed. I don't think anybody's here yet this morning. I mean, it's only 6. Anybody looking for a van to buy? I know a place. I know a place. What a fun little place that was to park. I just need to get 1 sausage burrito and a large coffee with 3 cream and 3 Splenda. All right, mission success. Made it to the Golden Arches, and we got that all-important coffee. Hey, I want to say thanks for watching and supporting my channel, and supporting me on my little adventures. You know, there's a lot of ways you can support me. You can sign up to my Patreon. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/BigRobsVan. Or just, you know, subscribe to the channel, like these videos. That's a big support, and really does help me out, and I appreciate that. And speaking of that, I want to dedicate this coffee to you. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching these videos. You know, if you're one of these people that just says, you know, stealth camping is just sleeping in your car, and you live in a van down by the river, and you're taking up people's parking spots by sleeping in your car or whatever, it's probably not the channel for you. But if you are interested in van life and having adventures and going on road trips, which we're about to do, and doing stealth camping and setting up your vehicle to be you know, a place where you can sleep, whether you're on the road or on a road trip, or if you just want to go out and have fun. And I want to say that real quick, that there's nothing wrong with just car camping for the sake of having fun. That's okay. A lot of people say it's not okay. Don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do to have fun in your life. If you enjoy something, and I enjoy this, then go do it. And everybody else can find a different YouTube channel to follow. So anyway, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting me. And we'll say goodbye to the Golden Arches. And I'm about to say goodbye to this coffee. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.